Hello everyone, and welcome back to another exciting round of Tempest Trials, where its reward shapes another dimension of this game. Now, the most important award, I believe, is definitely this Azura. She could have won to all stats and it would not matter to me. For starters, if you're a free-to-play player, well, you now get to see this in a million of your guides. Olivia? Well, you can have that and Olivia at the same time, and if the guide features Veronica, which it most likely will, guess what? Now, you can clear just about any map in the game as a free-to-play player. Not that you don't already do, it's really not that impressive when you use those guys. But it really is effective. Like, okay, so if you pair with Veronica debuffs after an attack, then Olivia makes her move again. Oops, you now do 8 to all stats to everything, and now they die. Well, if now you have Azura, another character will die. This will greatly ease the difficulty of grand hero battles and whatnot in the future. So Azura is really nice for free-to-play players. For me, this is a wonderful boon. Like, I really don't want to spend any more money in the game at the moment. So, I need as many dancers as I can get still. And in the Arena Assault, I have about 9, 10, maybe now 11 dancers now. So, this will really help me with this. Because in the Arena Assault, your BS tier and stuff doesn't count after the first group. So, after my armor and such do their job in the first round, I have 6 rounds where I can have 2 dancers in each of my team, and 2 dancers with a 6 Paths of Pain plus. Is an extremely disgusting affair. So I'm really glad that now we get this Azura to sing for me. Alright, now, let's go for the seals. Seals. Well, if you want to pair that with Azura, that's always nice, but such a waste of a seal slot. I would use tactics and such and drive skills rather than this. This is a little silly. I mean, I guess it is 4 points in speed, but it's a visible buff, and visible buffs are kind of at this environment at this point. Even tactics is really risky to use, but I mean, Aversa isn't going to be in the arena forever. I think this is the end of her season, so you will probably be able to get away with using visible buffs again until some other hideous effect that will weaken you when you use it. But still, I would not put points into that. Water boost, just as badly, is an outdated skill. Even when it was newly introduced. I believe Berkut was the first one who carries it. I don't even remember anymore. Oh no, I think it was Charlotte who has it. But regardless of what, no wait, I think Charlotte's the win one. It doesn't matter. Regardless of what, it's not a good skill. It really isn't. I mean, I want to see more HP skill, but at the time of its introduction, this HP skill is, I don't know what they were thinking when they made like a million of these skills back in the day. They made like Blade Tome that are really overpowered, and they made stuff like this that are really underpowered. So after you get a hit, you no longer can tank anything like that anymore. So why don't you just use Fortress Res that we already have as a seal? I mean, yeah, I guess you do lose 3 attack, but at least, you know, if you're using something to tank, which is what you're going to use water boost for, you might as well use something to tank rather than just use something to just go, oh, well, I guess I take less damage in the first hit, but after that, I'm useless! Besides, I would much prefer using Fortress Res because it's a visible buff. And even then, Fortress Res is such a terrible skill. Hopefully one day they'll have something like Fortress Dev Res as a seal. That'll never happen. Anyway, so Azura again, and Attack Dev Bond is definitely a big reward for this one. Definitely for healers. For healers, they need bonds or something because their A slot's so terrible. Well, then again, seals, they probably can't use Life and Death Seal if it ever becomes a seal either. So they're gonna need stuff like this. They're gonna need solo skills. They're gonna need bond skills, and I believe this will be very handy for solving grand hero battles as healers. Of course, with regular units, those are very nice too. But for other units, you have the luxury of going through many different skills. For healers, we're homeless. We don't have any skills. We need this. And even then, bond is kind of iffy. You have to stick next to somebody, and if you're using it for arena defense, you can forget that. That's going to be completely useless. Still, like I said, it's good for player use and for grand hero battles where you can actually have your units stick together like 24/7. Anyway, let's go and do one of these wonderful things now. I have the Miracle Lobster as my wonderful bonus unit this time. And the Miracle Lobster, as you've seen before in one of my videos, if you've seen it before, is an extremely powerful monster that can tank and spank just about anything in the game. And because of his great speed, great speed and power, he doesn't need any attack skills. He'll just keep tanking your attacks and then rip you to shreds. There, Miracle Lobster. You're okay now. There. Come on and fight me. Oh, Rebecca. My first +10 unit, Rebecca. It's actually pretty deplorable how that even came to be. Ooh, well, I better use this. Oh, look at me. I am Veronica. Ooh.
Yes.
Yep.
Of course.
And now I'm gonna make Veronica go and move again.
I'd like to help.
Hey, guess what? You just lost all your stats. Now taste the wrath of 8 to all stats increase. Or 8 to all stats difference. Yeah, with dancers, Veronica's just way too powerful. So this reward where you get another Azura is just too much for this game. I love it. This game is so generous when it comes to stuff like that. It's just that if you were to spend money, it's not as generous to you. So I believe that this game, you either play free to play or you spend a lot. If you spend a little, you will feel heartache. If you spend a lot, well, you'll also feel heartache, but you'll at least get what you want. But if you spend with the expectation of getting something, you won't always get it, and then you will suffer brain damage, and then you will hate the game. It's a very common thing, so I really think that there's only two ways to play this game. I mean, I guess you could, there are people who are lucky enough to go dolphin, get what they want, and get out. But in general, I mean, like, honestly, you can just get by with free to play. It's not a tough game at all. You can just keep doing that, and everything will be okay. I only did this in the beginning because I really enjoy this game for what it is, allowing me to use funny characters like Ryoma and turn them into a Miracle Lobster.
As you say.
Yeah, it's such a shame that, they have to power creep things. They don't even need to power creep this game. Just the characters enough. Just these wonderful, lovable characters like Blonde Nina, who was just beaten to death, is enough. But no, we gotta tempt these whales who spend lots of money. I spend lots of money myself, buddy. I don't like this crap. Nobody does. We don't need all this. Why am I ranting again? Why? Because I have brain damage. I don't know why. I guess it's probably because I really wish for things to change. I give them feedback, but they don't listen. They don't listen to a thing. They've got their own business decisions, and it is to maximize income. I can understand that. Like, businesses needs to make money, but I just hate corporate greed, man.
I'm with you.
It's really that I'm complaining about. It's not even the game. It's more or less just what people are. I just don't like the fact that companies are just They're just putting profit before gameplay sometimes. Still, I'm very glad that now we have ether raids, which turned out to be a lot of fun. Still, I don't know how things will be later in the future. I mean, even now, it's a bit iffy because you can only get to play like what, 1 or 2 times a day?
As you say.
It's not that exciting to play a mode for 1 or 2 times a day.
You won't get past
Now, I understand that too much though, and then it becomes one of those whale things. I mean, just look at what some people do with Tempest Trials. Look at me, I'm such a badass. I play Tempest Trials. I'm gonna keep either botting or keep pushing auto battle or whatever and get like 1,000,000 points. Oh, I'm such a badass. They're not even a leaderboard or anything. They just do it and then show a screenshot of their I'm rank 1 with 1,000,000 points and then they're all proud of themselves. Dumbest thing I've ever seen. What a waste of time and energy. Well, that's how some people like to do their things, and I'm not gonna, make too much fun of that.
Yes.
I mean, there's only so much you can do with this game, so if that's how they seek to have fun with it, who am I to say no? But I don't see me participate in it. Meanwhile, let us watch as Ultraform destroy just about everything in this game. I build her entirely too strong. There. She's tanky, she's bulky, she just breaks everything. There's nobody who can defeat Ultraform. Smash! I'm gonna use her in the Aether Raid soon.
Yes.
People are getting a little bit angsty when they see the 6 Paths of Pain Plus, so they might start carrying some kind of Raven Tome or something to try and stop me. If they do, I will prepare some nasty surprises for them. Hell, even now I have nasty surprises for people who use Raven Tomes as my heroes. So when they use it, I will make sure that they find a lot of wonderful, delicious pain. That kind of pain would be very wonderful and eye-opening for them. Ooh.
You won't get past me.
Ah! And now he has been sent to the Shadow Realm. I also fought a guy with a wolf tome. Now that actually was pretty tough, but in the end,
Of course.
I can't wait to show you that in a bit. Oh god, it's just such a shame that you only get to like play 3 times a day. Like, it's such a fun mode, but you get to get it 3 times. I suppose that's not so bad either. All things considered, if it becomes another Tempest Trials, people are gonna lose their mind over it. But I don't know. I just feel like I'm not playing enough. What is the deal? What is the deal? Maybe 10 times? No. I don't know. I can't even decide. That's how terrible it is. It's a good game mode, but I can't decide how many times I actually want to play it in a single day.
Did you call for me?
Well, such is life. Brain damage is aplenty. Oh wow, Camilla, you hurt me a lot. I might actually lose, damn it.
Are you ready?
I may have gotten a little carried away. Trying to tank that. Oh, Legion will take me out with 8 damage, damn it. Oh well, I guess it's time for the Miracle Lobster to destroy this map. Oh, but wait, it's also because of you that I died. Oh well, it's okay. I will just use my Hyper Beam. TM15 Hyper Beam! Ooh. Yeah, trying to tank Camilla and that at the same time is a little bit much. I may have gotten a little carried away with how strong Ultraform is, but after fighting a certain amount of times, these are things that happen. Hey, look at here. There's like 1,000,000 like red sword units. There's a Laszlo with a sleigh. How cute. And then there's a Zeekbird and a Setsuna. Okay, so let's see. How do we slaughter them all? Do we just put Ryoma right in the center and expect them to slaughter them all? Or do we just Yeah, let's just put the Yoma in the center and expect him to slaughter them all.
Of course.
If he doesn't, well then, you know, what a shame. I'll just use Veronica to kill them all. Hey, look at that. What a beautiful face at the end of this hall. You guys see this face, right? It's such a beautiful face. Now, let's go and... Ooh. That's cute. Do that again. Mikoto versus Xian. Uh-oh. That's right. She has flash. My counterattacks won't work anymore. That's the one weakness that the Miracle Lobster has. People... I don't know when people will actually start using healers for reals. But if they do, Mikoto is definitely a very, very dangerous threat. And not even just her. You can just sacrifice her, and anything that she's been sacrificed to will turn into a horrible monster. I should really showcase a character with this. I mean, it's already being showcased right now. Just the fact that I can't counter with my Miracle Lobster, whose main role is all about countering people to death and then surviving. Let's see, Seekbird will do 17, Setsuna will do nothing. I'll take 2 hits. I will survive. Yeah, chop him up. Let the beautiful face in the background see the way you chop this guy up. Seekbird versus Miracle Lobster. Here we go, Miracle Boop. But how did it become 27? Jesus Christ. I really gotta stop underestimating certain attacks.
Until next time.
Ooh, you've defeated me, but you've drained no health. Okay, now I'll have Xian go and blast Laszlo to death with super life-draining Hyper Beam.
May this make a difference.
This is how you suck blood! Ha ha ha! Witness the way I suck. And so that's another wonderful end to the Tempest Trials, where I talk about stupid things and more stupid things, and that's pretty much it. Because Tempest Trials, the mode itself is not all that interesting. I just find that the rewards to be the greatest thing in the universe, though. That is why this is the only mode I look forward to besides Ether raids now. Oh, God, I can only play 3 times a day. What's the point? Oh, God, I don't feel enough. It's such a... I don't know. I don't even get... I mean, I get a lot of defense replays, but I don't get enough. I want more. I want to see more brain damage. Anyway, I'm gonna put that up after this tonight. I kind of got unexpectedly busy last night and didn't put up the video as I said I would. So I'm gonna go compile those disgusting replays of what I did to people in the Ether raids, and I'll put that up. I thank you all for putting up with my pointless rants. Until next time.